Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the AI Report right here on News 9. First up, let's look at all the headlines that made news this week in the world of artificial intelligence and technology.
Shares of American chipmaker AMD jumped 7% on Wednesday after the company unveiled an aggressive target of $100 billion in annual data center revenue, signaling its push to take market share in the fast-growing AI chip business long dominated by Nvidia. Staying in the world of AI, Taiwan's Foxconn issued a bullish forecast for AI demand on Wednesday, saying artificial intelligence will be a major driver of its 2026 growth. The company also teased a major announcement coming next week alongside OpenAI. And moving on now, Australia is preparing to enforce its world-first ban on children under 16 using social media. Platforms will begin messaging over 1 million teen accounts, giving them a choice to download their data, freeze profiles, or lose them entirely when the ban takes effect on December 10th.
The big story that we are following this week on the AI report comes from none other than Elon Musk, who has gone on record, in fact, ahead of his $1 trillion pay decade, which was approved by a thumping majority. As many as 75% of the shareholders approved Elon Musk's continuity and his $1 trillion payout over the next 10 years. But something very interesting that Mr. Musk had said months before that $1 trillion payout was the fact that his army of robots, that's what he's calling it, and he's producing them en masse, as many as 500,000 robots every year starting 2027. And over time, it's going to be millions of humanoid robots. The Optimus, which were actually even seen dancing with him during that shareholder meeting in which his $1 trillion payout was approved. And Elon Musk going on record to say that with these humanoids, with these Optimus robots, the world economy could grow as much as 10 times. There's going to be plenty for everybody. Abundance is the word that he used. And he said that people will potentially never have to work again. And it's not just that, people will have abundance of everything, which means the universal basic income will eventually translate to universal high income. Now, we thought on the show today, let's not get an AI expert to decode the humanoid robo Optimus technology, but rather look at the economics of it and the big promises that Elon Musk is making. Dr. Laveesh Bhandari joining us to put this entire thing in context today. Dr. Bhandari, thank you so much for your time and a pleasure having you here with us on the AI report. I want to understand, sir, Elon Musk is saying the world economy will grow 10 times. The robots are going to do all the work. Now, we have a context already present where AI is eating up all the white-collar jobs. Are robots going to eat all the blue-collar jobs as well?
So, Kartik, Elon Musk is, trust him to excite us all with many of his predictions. But, first and foremost, most of his predictions have gone wrong. At least the time element of it. So, something like this will eventually happen, or large parts of it will eventually happen. Will it happen in the next 1 or 2 or 3 years? Absolutely not. Will it happen in 10 years? We start to see some of these impacts happening, but it's definitely not happening immediately. And one of the biggest problems in robotics is not the fact that you can churn out a large number of robots, but the issue is related to how do you integrate it with AI? How do you get robots to coordinate and collaborate with each other? And these are all open things. AI is not so advanced right now in terms of interacting within itself. So this is some time away. Having said that, definitely we are already seeing on the production floor a whole range of robots which are doing very specialized activities. They tend to be in high value activities because robots are expensive.
Right. I understand what you're saying, and I see this trend of robots and even robotic arms pretty much making factory floors more efficient, and increasing productivity. And incidentally, these are two factors that Elon Musk has sort of stated as his assumption. One of them happens to be the production per capita, and the other happens to be population. The point is, these are just two factors, sir. What about other factors that go into calculating global growth? This happens to be consumption, and it happens to be investment. So where is the money eventually going to come from? The factors that go into the GDP calculation are beyond productivity per capita and population.
Absolutely, and very well put. In fact, livelihood is the most important challenge which the planet is facing today. These new technologies are not really generating the kind of livelihoods that we are looking at. But that has always happened. Whenever a new class of technology comes in, there's a lot of destruction. It takes some time for creative forces to come up with something. When computers had come up, a whole lot of people said that jobs will go down, and a whole range of jobs are actually going to get destroyed. We in fact saw the opposite, and many more jobs got created. Now, with AI as well, some activities will definitely get destroyed. Okay? It may be on the production floor, many of the white-collar jobs, but not all, are going to get destroyed. But many of them are going to get enabled. For instance, in the case of white-collar jobs, today we are seeing people who are less well-educated also are able to deliver far greater levels of productivity. Now, that is creating great opportunities for them. Now, in terms of entertainment, we are seeing AI has today become quite an important component in almost all aspects related to entertainment. In news, the same thing. But that doesn't mean that news as a profession is being destroyed. No, it is not. So essentially what happens is, with technology change, old professions do get destroyed and some get empowered and new ones come up. And that's exactly what's going to happen with AI as well.
Right. So let's assume that new kinds of jobs are created using AI, but robots are going to pretty much replace all the existing jobs. Now, the question of reskilling is applicable when there is a function of the mind at play. In the context of robots, if it is just manual labor which is getting replaced, then those that don't have the qualification to work on computers or are not educated enough or trained enough to work on technologies of the future, those jobs are sure to take a beating. Overall, even if productivity increases, economies are able to deliver more, produce more. At the end of the day, the consumption is one aspect which could take a beating if people don't have jobs, isn't it, sir?
Absolutely. If people don't have jobs, and that's the key question. It's not that all jobs are going to be destroyed even on the production floor. Even today, wherever there are robots, they're only in very high-end activities. It's not that these robots are going to be very cheap. They are not, and they definitely are not. They require a lot of resources, they require a lot of software. There's a whole range of inputs that go into it. Mr. Elon Musk is not known for producing cheap products, nor will these products be that. Second, robots can do processes very well, and they will also get better at coordination. But there are many parts of human activities, which are especially on the services side, where they can't. In person-to-person services, in coordination, in collaboration, it's not going to be easy for robots to be able to do that. Eventually, over 20, 30, 40 years, they may build up those skills. But that gives you enough time for new professions and new abilities to emerge.
Absolutely. But in the interim, until those new professions are created, Sir Elon Musk, and going back to what he has said, he has also said that universal basic income is going to become universal high income. Now, this high income primarily will come through social security. Is that a fair assumption to make at this moment? And if that happens to be the case, then eventually, are we looking at perhaps a future world, a new world order where capitalism will make way for socialism? And if that were to happen, what happens to competition and hence entrepreneurship?
Kartik, don't fall for Elon Musk. He's a mad genius. He loves to portray that, right? That cannot happen. For one, all of this, taking his story forward, it essentially he's saying, you'll need to tax me a lot to be able to then provide universal basic income to all the masses whom I'm going to make unemployed. He will never allow himself to be taxed that much first. So this thing is not a sustainable thing. What we are going to see is definitely an increase in robotics. It's not going to happen within 2, 3, 4 years. It will happen. It will accelerate, no doubt. But as we do that, the process of creation it goes hand in hand with the process of destruction. So you are already we are seeing a whole new set of professions emerge, and many more are going to. So, from our perspective, we should be less worried about what they're going to destroy, but more focus on how can you create life. And that creativity is actually what whole economic policies need to be built upon. Now, whether it is education, or whether it is skilling, or whether it is investment in our children's creativity, those are the kind of issues that we are need to now bother about rather than bothering about what system.
All right, Dr. Bhandari, thank you so much. I think you've put that entire story and all the potential hallucinations, if we can call it that, of Elon Musk in perspective from, of course, an economic point of view. Hopefully, as you're saying, nothing to worry about jobs immediately, but the disruption is definitely in the making. Could it be a few decades or earlier? That's something we'll all have to wait and watch for. But for today, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Bhandari.
Thank you.
And with that, we will slip into a short break, but a lot more coming up on the other side. Now, have you ever been in a situation that you've been rejected in a job interview? Well, chances are that your next rejection may happen even before you sit for an interview. We'll tell you that story after this short break.